And when I talk about the soil, and this is an artificial soil, and it doesn't matter if we're talking artificial soil or the soil under our feet right now, soil is soil. And if you've been to our workshops before, my workshop before, and for you guys that are here in March, just keep quiet for a second. We've got to consider the soil relationships. Basically, soil is made up of just 4 things. Just 4 things. And I'm going to put I'm not even going to ask you for the 4 things, I'm going to tell you the 4 things. Okay, soil has organic matter. Soil has mineral matter. Soil has air. And soil has water. And in my little ideal world chart here, okay, I have broken up my soil composition into 4 components. Now, where do you think we want to put the mineral part? Now, what's mineral? Well, in our fields outside, the mineral part is the sand, the silt, the clay. Okay, that's the mineral part. Where do we want to plug that in on our diagram? 25. Okay, some are voting for the 25%. Bigger. Bigger. Smaller. The tiny part.
That's air.
Okay. Let's go this direction. I'll give you the answer. The big part is the mineral part. In the mineral part, just to help out, sand, clay, silt. So you say, well, what's the difference between these particles? Well, a sand particle magnified, a sand particle is maybe like that, okay? And a silt particle is maybe like that. And a clay particle is like that. Whoops, actually even smaller, tiny. Clay is very, very, very tiny. So what does that mean to you? All it means is that there are advantages to all of these minerals. If you have a sandy soil, customers come to me and say, John, my soil is terrible, it's all sand. And I said, oh, okay, now I'd like some sandy soil. Right now, on April 22nd, I'd love to have a nice sandy piece of land somewhere. Why?
Rain.
That sandy ground is very coarse. The particles are coarse, and it would drain out. If my soil drains out, what's going to happen to the temperature of that soil?
Warms up.
It's going to go up. So a sandy soil has a lot of desirability. So don't come tell the farmer that you have poor soil because it's sandy. Because sandy soil has an advantage. It dries out and it warms up quickly. Right? In this part of the world, we don't have a whole lot of sand. You get along the river, some of the river fields somewhere, there's often a lot of sandy soil, a lot of silt soil. Clay, the clay particles were very good for us last year because we have a lot of clay-based soil. Why was the clay good for us?
It holds water.
It held water. We had very little to minimal issue due to the classified drought last year because we tend to run a much heavier soil here, and those clay particles conserved what moisture we have. Okay, so here we are. Now we've got 3 more pieces to go. Where are we going to go with this? What do you want to put organic? Small part. Okay. So now we're getting down to the easy stuff that at least today John put 25% and 25% at H2O and air. And the mission here is to let people know, to let you all know, that the air in the soil is as critical as the water. All right? So whatever soil you start with, you want to be sure it is well aerated, that it has and allows for the movement of water. The mineral portion probably is never going to change unless you do something You know, if you can add sand, if you got a small bed and you want to add some sand to improve drainage, that's fine. For those of us in the gardening business, we don't see the mineral piece change very much. You either have a sandy soil or you've got a clay soil. That's what you live with. That's what your subsoil is. That's, you know, when you draw up some subsoil. The air and water changing, that's up to you and Mother Nature to control that. That is very much in container growing. That's very much within your management. Is how that works. For those of us in growing outside, well, there's a lot of that relationship that's determined by Mother Nature too. So the organic piece is the one piece that is a very, very important. But the part about organic is that it's always breaking down. It's always decomposing. That's the nature of the beast. So we do frequently have to look and see how we're doing there, and adding organic matter, either adding organic matter through the many composts, and we sell a lot of compost, or how you manage your garden, meaning do you haul all of your organic matter away, or do you work it into the soil? Do you add compost? So the organic matter is a management piece too, to maintain that level, some level of organic. But to bring that organic portion too far up either, because that might not make for the best soil as